shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been up his magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can't get.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Go now. 60 out more.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Lindsay. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They look to throw. It's Lock. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? wasn't just a play call that they had in their pocket. No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They'll be led out by a man drafted in the 3rd round in 2019 from West Virginia. It's Will Grier. Grier and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Grier. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Grier. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there.
Lock now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 59 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him. Took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Well, Carolina trots back out here, Charles, thinking about their season. November 3rd, they won in Tennessee. That moved them to 5-3. And then they did not win a game the rest of the year. 8 straight losses to finish up last place in the NFC South, and now a new sheriff in town with Ron Rivera out.
Yeah, now you've got Matt Rule coming in from Baylor, highly regarded as a college coach, as a builder. Because you have to remember, when Matt Rule took his first job at Temple, they were not very good. Rough first year, better second year, third year, big payoff. Goes to Baylor. After some scandal and some controversy there, he takes over another program, way down, wins 1 game his first year. This past season, played Oklahoma late in the year in the Big 12 title game for the right to go to the college football playoffs. So this guy knows how to build a program, and he has NFL experience. He was an offensive line coach with the Giants. And all you're hearing in these days since he's been announced as the head coach, former Giants talk about the impact he had on that team in 1 season. So this is going to be an interesting deal for him going to Carolina. Can he get Cam Newton back healthy and get their offense kick-started again? Because Christian McCaffrey, he's awfully good.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Greer on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes. To operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
1st and goal, Denver. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
I'm going back to you.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some more.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. This will be taken in at the 1. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first down, it's Greer. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He'll get this one to Patrick. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land. 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down by 7, 90 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
He's back to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Back to throw. Open man, here's Hamilton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One final try for Locke. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Pin the mirrors back and go full.
From midfield, here's Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of...
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.